Let us watch the trailer for The Masked King in 3, 2, 1.
Mate ke fremana.
We did an enormous job to make sure that he's a fine and gracious man.
We don't know how his reign will look like. He sacrificed a young girl during his transitional rites.
Sorry, Mother, you have a visitor.
I have heard that his attitude towards change might be something of concern.
Mother, I'm afraid. Every night, every day, I fear for my life.
This is a blessing for the royal house.
Not in this world.
We cannot lose our identity.
There must be something we can do. A sacrifice to appease the gods.
Our kingdom has been attacked.
An attack? This message carries your stamp and not that of Hamas.
Who gave orders to assemble my soldiers without informing my office?
We stop Uduak-Obong Patrick. I heard it's not only an execution but a sacrifice to cleanse the land.
Our people, they want food. They want peace. But our king, he wants war.
We will make them know that what we are is bigger than barbaric.
What will your kingdom be like? You cannot hold members of your household accountable.
Will you still hold on to your moral high ground, despite seeing the havoc this king is causing?
Yes, it is an awful situation, but I won't make it worse by supporting your campaign.
Can someone just let him see that the world is changing?
They stole my head of her. You must be careful.
Any other? He did.
What needs to be done must be done.
What in the Wakanda is happening here? That's the only thing I could think about while the trailer played out, you know? Because there is an eclectic of culture, an eclectic of voices, accents. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just I just couldn't help but draw the same comparison to Wakanda, you know? Just pulled from here to tell one story, which looks captivating, all things considered. But yeah, The Masked King. The Masked King is about the story of a king who betrays his people. That's what the synopsis tells us. He betrays his people. And then the mother, who I'm guessing in this case is played by Shaffy Bello, the king by Daniel Etim-Effiong, clearly. The mother has to now decide whether to cover for her son or out him for the benefit and good of the community. That's what the what's it called? The synopsis tells us, but I didn't really get that from the trailer I just watched. The trailer feels exciting and captivating, but just feels like something very different from what the official synopsis is telling us. So there's a trailer on one hand that shows a community in disarray, a king who is trying to hold on to his sanity while trying to restore peace, order, and tranquility in the community. And then the trailer tells us that this king is a turncoat, and that the more is potentially the savior. But I didn't get the sense of that at all. The mom in the trailer, Shaffy is very prevalent and Shaffy is clearly in the trailer. I would say a lot. But I don't really get the sense of her arc as the synopsis did say, you know? And so that's something that threw me off because I had seen the synopsis, I'd read the synopsis before going in to see the trailer. And no, so I had that, you know, that at the forefront of my mind. I was sort of expecting that by what the synopsis read, the film would mostly be about the Queen Mother. Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It's a good thing that the trailer did not leave me feeling confused, but more of intrigue, regardless of what the synopsis might have read into my head before. And so it's a good sign. It's a good sign. And so, from the very first shot, we see King Ensa. I think that's Daniel Etim's character's name. King Ensa's coronation. He's been told that he's been chosen by the gods. The gods have selected him to rule, and then the Kingmaker does all this ritual for him. We see just his back, but then it's easy to tell it's Daniel. We've seen his back a lot in a lot of stuff.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
And there's something else you notice from that opening, the scenery, the greens, the location. Daniel's coronation, for example, the low angle shot and the way he is, it's immersive and beautiful, actually. There's something about it that draws you in. The way the shot is done. Even away from the river scene, when he's on a boat. I don't know the name of this specific boat, but when he's on the boat, the scene, this is what the shot is, and it's really immersive. I thought they did a good job with that. Then there's Uche Montana. She plays Daniel's wife, I believe. She's pregnant. She has battles of her own. A lot of the scenes or shots where she is and sees her looking distressed, crying, worried. I don't blame her, because also from the trailer, there's a lot happening in this community. There are multiple battles on multiple fronts. A lot of people fighting and pushing for their own agenda. There are the white guys who seem to have two factions. This guy who seems like he's planning a coup or something, but I don't know. But he clearly is cooking up something. And then this lady who seems to be the white savior kind of character. She's not siding with him. She's on the side of good, for the people. And yeah, there's that sect. Then there's a sect within the king's cabinet. These two guys, played by Jude Chukwuka and Segun Arinze, they seem to be fighting for something. I don't know. But they clearly are fighting their own battles and have their own agenda to an extent. And I hope that subplot is interesting, because, yeah, in the trailer, it's some of the things I found really captivating. And then there's these other guys, played by who looks like Gideon Okeke. Gideon Okeke is a delight. The man brings energy. He's that kind of actor that, even in a bad film, will stand out. And so when he's this tribe, I want to call them Jabari, but they're not Jabari. They look nothing like the Jabaris. But that's what came to my mind, and that's another Black Panther reference. I'm sorry, and this will be the last one. I would try. I can't promise I would try. And so Gideon's character seems like he's causing trouble. Looks like one of those tribes that feel like outcasts of the main community and have vowed to not let you guys have peace. Yeah, that's the vibe it was given. And so we see him jumping and prancing about and saying things like, we'll show them that we are more than barbaric. That was nice to see, I won't lie. That was nice to see. And I'm hoping that their subplot as well plays out nicely. But yeah, a lot of people fighting, a lot of people doing different things, a lot of factions. And so it makes sense why Uche Montana's character is distressed. The woman is pregnant and you won't let her have peace. What? Just tell me. Wow. And so we get a lot more of all these things. And this is part of the reason I said that what we got in the trailer just did not fit what the synopsis said. And so it looked like one of those cases where a synopsis had been decided long before the film came out. And then, since we have elements of it, because of course, I believe that the king will indeed betray his people. But I don't think his betrayal is what the film is about, judging from the trailer at least. And so this is like one of those cases where, since there are still elements of it in the film, don't change it. No, I'm not paying another money to get somebody to rewrite the synopsis. That's what it looks like. And so the Masked King, directed by Uduak-Obong Patrick, it looks different. I give it. Not exactly different, but it looks and feels different. Like I said, feels like a derivative of Black Panther. I'm sorry, this will be the last one. I will say Black Panther again. Okay, one more time. I won't say Black Panther again. Yeah, I've got it out of my system. But yeah, it looks and feels different yet similar, and in a good kind of way. You are looking forward to seeing what the whole force about this community that feels fictional yet feels real, what is about. I see elements of our history in it. Like I mentioned, this white savior character, she was giving me the vibes of the likes of Mary Slessor. Yeah, abolishment of twins and all. So I think that kind of thing would probably factor into what she's about in the film. But yeah, everything about her was giving white savior vibes. And yeah, let's see how well they play it out. And so from all the things you've seen in this trailer, do you think the Masked King would deliver? Or do you think it promises too much and will probably bite more than it can chew? We see that a lot. So I won't blame you if that is your lot, if that is where you decide. I honestly won't blame anybody because a lot of the times Nollywood films tend to overpromise and underdeliver. And yeah, that's not a good thing. And we see it a lot of times. And so it's understandable when expectations are kept low against, and then when we see the movie, yes, thrill me, impress me, blow my brain, blow my minds out. But yeah, and I'm hoping this is one of those cases where the trailer that tells us, hey, see, I'm going to do something different. Hey, see, I'm trying to do something interesting would actually deliver. I hope it does. Because we keep making a lot of cases and saying a lot of things about seeing so many lecky kind of films, so many films about romantic relationships. And it is more than imperative that when films that try to do something different to stand out, that they actually deliver what they promise. And it just sets a good precedent moving forward. And so let me know what you think in the comments. Did you see enough about The Masked King to know that it would indeed deliver? Are you looking forward to seeing it when it drops in cinemas March 28th, 2025? Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments if you're going to see it. If you don't, give a damn. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.